Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie. Of course, we'll be dragging you back for ADR sessions and reshoots, yeah, but...
Robbie was only there for the first day because of scheduling conflicts, and I had to get dressed up as Robbie. I'm wearing like a helmet and a balaclava, but they actually had to put a bit of makeup on my eyes just to make my eyes a bit darker. I've got good eyelashes and sort of deep green-grey eyes, which you could lose yourself in. And for one shot of the film, Robbie G is lucky enough to have those eyes.
Serious? Everyone's getting shot! Move! 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 Cut! Thank you! Thank you!
Boy, I'm going good out here, man. You know me, squibbling me up.
Can you hold still?
No, so rolling with the motherfucking nines.
Now!
3, 2, 1.
You're the man, you've got to be everything what I feel, you feel. And this is how it is. You've got to make them know that they work for you. You don't work for them. You're bringing them in. They're broke. You're the man with the money. They ain't got no dough. You're bringing them in. So you're like, what? Who the fuck is he? Who's that? Got to spit like that. Got to. See, if you spit like that, done. Everybody knows. On whoever's watching will know you're the man. You're the man. You're the man.
The smoke is still good! Action! Go, go, go!
You're going to have one of us there, right. Basically where Ben's standing now.
Right, okay.
The third will be coming in. The third will take out this chap that's on the chain. What we'll do is we just might be flat. And then basically we'll bring it behind you.
Should we stand here and watch what happens?
Right.
Oh, please, get down! Oh, please, get down! Get down!
Fuck's sake! What the fuck?
What time is it? What are you doing up then? I thought it was your day off.
It was.
What's changed?
Some poor bastard was murdered at 2:30 this morning. His brains blown out all over his sister's face. Another classic for the London tourist board.
You know, I was quite nervous about doing it, you know, just screaming and shouting in front of a bunch of people. You'd feel like a bit of a mug to begin with. And it was me and George charging in and arresting Dion and dragging him out while they all screamed and hurled abuse at us. You know, the first take, they were pretty good. They were screaming and shouting at me and George and, you know, coming up with some pretty interesting insults. By the 7th or 8th take, they were throwing footballs at my head at the rate of about 1 every 2 or 3 seconds. It actually got quite physical, and I think that it's just got so much better. You let people warm up into it. To be in that situation when it does actually start to get your pulse racing, there's a bunch of people screaming in your face and you're having to shove them back and they're shoving you and screaming abuse at you. It does actually, you know, I think it just helps make things more real.
William, we're ready.
3, 2, 1, action!
Stop right there! Fucking hell!
Yeah, I had a rather nasty attack of lack of exercise on the roof of Slough car park.
After the second take, Don was going kind of white, but the third take, he went white as a sheet and just sort of sat down.
Okay, you'd think he'd be able to, run 20 metres 3 times in a row or more, but after the third time I was dying. I think, I have a relatively good excuse. I was carrying a gun and I had very tight body armour on, and without the constraints, I think I would have managed a few more passes.
I'm going to be speaking to Captain Fleming about Ed Haynes' unfitness. I'm very concerned about it. Shit like this could get us killed when we're on the street. I'm not happy. As far as I'm concerned, he's off the force.
It's a team thing. It's not just us, the artist. It's the crew. It's cameras. It's lighting. It's makeup. It's wardrobe. It's absolutely everybody's technical side. It's there's no I in team.
Right, guys, I want you all to know this is a very important lesson. There is no I in cunt. You understand me? There's no I in cunt. There is in pig's cunt, but not in cunt. Understand?
No comment. He's got issues. Terry Turbo Stone has got issues. He needs to see somebody.
Action! Oh my fucking God. You're all right, mate?
Yeah.
Amazing, mate.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Man. Marvin, you're right to do one more.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Yeah.
No worries there. Hi, I'm DS Andy White. I'm standing in Glasshouse Street, London West 1. It's -3. 2:30 in the morning. And it's fucking snowing.
When man test the terra firma, Ray's getting buried in suburbia. Man shutting rock to make a earner.
I love this fucking job, man.
I'm ready. I'm raring to go. I'm going to be on this bike and we're going to be pulling up to this nightclub to go in and shoot Chosen One and Chronic.
I'm not ready to die, but ever ready for bury a guy. They're not ready for I can see the fear.
Once we have people out of the way, we've got to go quickly before another bunch of people come in the way, yeah? This bloody film works, and bollocks. Be out catching real criminals.
You got a permit for that?
Say it again. Say it again. It'll work for a quick edit. It won't work for a slow edit.
Don't know it's family, so watch it now.
I don't wanna be the speaker room through the night. Yo, I got the AK on me. You don't wanna this story. I don't wanna be the speaker room through the night. Yo, I got the AK on me. You don't wanna this story.
I realised the head came off the day.
You right, Marvin?
Yeah, top form, me. Top form.
Money, guns, struck. Bring the honey to the fox. Make the poor get fucked non-stop by the rich.
This is stuff my first movie opportunity. I'm so grateful to be a part of this. It's a very, very, very big thing that's about to happen. I'm not just saying this for the sake of the camera. I really believe this. I was really excited last night. Gone over my lines and shit. It's gonna be, like I said, some memorable shit.
You holding?
Holding what?
Give me a half-ounce bag.
Ladies and gentlemen, this shit, it's no good. Really. Some people, we make it look good in the films and shit, or in the rap videos and that. Make it sound like it's the shit. This shit's bad.
Just say no.
Say no.
Just say no.
Say no.
Just say no.
Just say no.
It's #1 written all over it.
Get off me, you cunt. That's actually quite funny. Well, you sort of go in my face. You shriveling cunt. Go on, fuck off.
That's good, yeah.
That's
go
your
on,
fucking
fuck
informant.
off. Yeah, that's good. Get the fuck out of here. As he's slow, yeah, go on, fuck off.
What about if I kicked him out? Fuck off.
No, okay, then maybe.
Now fuck off. Go on, fuck off!
So, tell me about 2-5.
The cops turned up. Basically, it's -10, but I'm old as fuck, so I don't really mind.
Turn over! And 3, 2, 1, action! Well, it's way more interesting than doing it in quick edits, a la Commando style. Are we ready?
Guns, bullets.
Come another half pace.
Okay.
Okay then. Okay.
Just to say,
It's not
guys,
real.
let's say
It'll be
one
dubbed to look real.
For the ladies, I rep for the strong-minded, that's never blinded. And when they hear my name, well, they're reminded about the hardship being not dining, having to craft, kid. I keep it real to myself. I'm in.
What's going to happen is your great line that my brother wrote: "Handjob's a tenner, full sex is a blowjob, etc., etc., etc." That's when your lovely character can walk in.
Okay.
Big dick.
All kind of, it might be nice, if you do something like that. Oh, as you're walking past.
Oh, who's next?
Do some hot Leslie sex.
Oh yeah.
If I get right up in his face and do it.
Yeah, why not? Okay, you don't mind a big. No, it's your face, you don't. Action.
Oh, I'll do you half price.
That's fucking great.
This is
Okay,
genius.
nice. That's what we want. That's brilliant.
I am loving it. Indeed, I am. Are you?
Give me his fucking address, you mouthy cunt.
What is the matter?
It's work. It's case. It's driving me fucking mad, babe.
Why? What's wrong?
It just gets under the skin, that's all.
This is case, babe. It really.
Yeah.
Did he do that?
Yeah. Oi, can I say something? He's got to actually get some new fucking material. I've been hearing this for the last 2 months. It's actually boring now.
Buenos dias, bro.
Okay, let's do it. Action.
I told you it wouldn't be at all.
Have something to enable you to carry on playing.
That fucking looks a bit like me, doesn't it? No, I don't want a fucking loudspeaker. I want a frying pan. And the PC. I mean, come on.
And it's, the thing is,
Yes.
you can pretend
You're
you're
mugging me off now, aren't you? Thanks a lot.
Great.
That's great. That's going to go on my mantelpiece, man. If we actually really keep our fingers crossed, we could be in the bill, you know. I'd love to be in the bill.
I'd love to. Hopefully, this is.
But I'd like to be in the one with all the swearing in it.
Is that supposed to be Billy Murray?
I name this Good Shit Tash.
Our black Golf was actually 3 different cars. The interior was a VR6, and then the exterior cars we had one GTI with VR6 stickers all over it, and then one normal Golf that wasn't a GTI. The stunt team that did the cannon roll, they were part of the same team that had worked on the Bourne Supremacy, which in my opinion is actually the greatest car chase ever put to screen, bar none.
Roll cameras.
Speed!
And they actually also managed to crash our non-stunt car into a tree that day, which was fairly interesting. We started off and everyone was like, don't worry, we're going to have enough money for stunt drivers, we're going to have enough money for this. And obviously, when you get down to it, you found out the stunt drivers, how much you're going to cost, a bloody fortune. But so me and James actually got to do a lot of the stunt driving. It was quite cool because we'd done it before. Jules shot a sort of 5-minute test sequence, which is basically just a car chase called Driver.
Shot on black and white 16mm film, and we wanted to take it to Cannes because we were going to do a film imaginatively titled Driver. We had worked out, because it was test footage, and test footage by its very name, to test out what works and what doesn't work. So we worked out very quickly how we could do some very impressive stuff on no money. So that by the time we got to do the car chase, that test footage served its purpose so beautifully. So that 3 years later, in 2005, we wanted to take many of the elements that happen in our driver sequence.
A lot of the Rollin with the Nines locations for the car chase were exactly the same as this, and a lot of the sequences were exactly the same. Driving down the dual carriageway, pulling out into the dual carriageway, you know.
Jumping onto the bonnet of the car, getting pushed off, leaping out of the way. All of these bits we knew we could do for no money.
Back off the car, man!
Great cameo from my dad.
Are you alright? Get away from the...
He's tremendous actor, my father. He's classically trained. He's done about 20-30 years on the stage. He's been in some very major productions. No, he hasn't really.
Yeah, great.
Without the cap? No, that's good. Would I be wearing
the bomber jacket's great. Yeah, the bomber jacket says it all.
Yeah, I think he looks alright.
I think he looks like he's a Millwall supporter.
It's right. If it doesn't cock back, we'll use the other blanks, okay? But these are magnesium ones, so they're bigger and louder.
It's like bang, bang, as he runs, the last two, bang, like that, you know what I mean?
Right, so too fast, like 1, 2. Oh,
Why are you doing it now?
Is everyone ready? And action!
God, are you alright? Fuck yes!
Those magnesium blanks, they're fucking incredible. They're good. They're really good.
I wrecked your head.
Yo, days I did used to lick text for cash, and I always had a ratchet, I was quick to flash. First got my hustle running off an ounce of ash. Now I'm grown, I do big things, I bang the mash for real. Pop something off and clear the corner. I'm a pretty motherfucker to find a baller. Yeah, I think we're nice, but still I warn ya, if you ever come for test me, I got something for you. Listen.
The day of the helicopter, I was both very sort of nervous and very excited. I was just like, I'm just not going to enjoy this at all, I thought, you know, because it's just going to be so stressful. And I got in the helicopter, and the pilot was just something else. He was the most coolest, chilled out guy. Put your headphones on. I'd storyboarded 3 shots filming from the helicopter to the ground, and I ended up getting 3 or 4 times as many shots simply because the pilot was a complete and utter professional. did everything that I wanted better than how I imagined we could do it. It added so much production value.
At one point I thought I might actually have to throw up in my new Rollin with the night out.
You're a man of many roles. The only role, I mean, who have you been? You've been...
I've been a yardie.
A drug dealer.
Then I was Vass. And then I was live.
So the only thing you haven't been is a policeman, that's correct, isn't it?
What are you wearing like this?
And a cook. So, just in case, I feel like playing policeman.
The bill as well. When I'm on the bill, I'm actually usually a criminal.
Yeah. It's got a yellow jacket and everything.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
That's what you call irony.
Look, we know how fast you are to bottle champagne. This one is not to whack anybody with. That's for you to
Is Roth old enough to drink?
You have a few high-tech shots and the audience just presumes that the whole thing was shot high-tech, therefore it just takes it as a given. So, for example, aerial shots from the helicopter, proper cannon rolls done by proper stunt teams. You know, you want to mix up their high-tech, very, very expensive sections of the car chase with your completely low-tech equivalents. Our other two car crashes in that sequence, well, one, James just drove a white car into a tree. Our last car crash, it was very, very influenced by me trying to work out for years how to do low-budget crashes and stuff. Years ago, I was going through it and freeze-framing through Mad Max 2 and noticing that every time they kind of did a crash, it was really constructed almost entirely in editing. It was simply one car crashing into a static car. Not very dangerous, very, very cheap. 2 cars, the combined cost of which was about 200 quid. Colour scheme wise of the car chase, you know, I really wanted it to be very, very pushed in the grade. I really, really wanted it to be just a mix of blacks, silvers, greys. I wanted to drain a lot of the colour out. It's very deliberate to have a black car and a silver car. And the other cars that get involved in the crash are either white or black. You know, I got very, very detailed about the colour scheme, because what I really liked about the car chase was it starts on a motorway and it ends up in the woods. And what I like is these villains from a city. You take them out of their city environment, their natural environment, and you throw them into an environment that's completely alien to them. The woods I wanted to film in, I very deliberately made sure that they were beech woods. Their bark is completely silver grey. The way we could grade it, they almost had this steely look, so it was almost like a sort of a woodland city. It was almost a kind of a sort of an alternative to another urban environment. Big sort of lumps of steel sticking out of the ground. They had a very consistent colour palette to the rest of the film.
That was fun.
He's completely, what's the word? He's completely, what shall we call it, disorientated, yeah? So you pull him out, throw him against the wall, yeah? He's completely disorientated. Side on, like that. Over! Then, yes, bang! And that's a cut. William Gilby, William. Okay, I'm going to be handheld, but long lens handheld, so don't worry, I'm not going to be right behind you, okay? I'm going to need everybody out of the way, okay? Right over this way here. Action! Get out of the fucking car! Get out of the fucking car! Turn around. Fuck you like that. Action! Fuck you, pig! Great. Make sure your leg kneels the correct way, yes? Come on, sir. Yes, and you just stay like that. And 3, 2, 1, action!
As car chases go, I mean, Jerry Bruckheimer spends that on one car stunt, probably spends 5 times that on a car stunt. And we actually, I think, managed to get a really realistic, very intense car chase done in a fairly short space of time for not that much money.
We really had to work every single minute of every single hour to get the shots that we needed for the car chase, and it's a sequence I'm very proud of.
Oh, we got a great.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, this big handy. That wasn't bad, cheeky monkey.
Oh, God,
Rise to the occasion, look at yourself and say you're strong. No one can stop you. Rise to the occasion, go ahead, you know you're strong. No one can stop you.
Make our cars hot.
Read the label. Fulfill your needs and the wants you to make.
What do I think of the finished film? It's fucking brilliant, isn't it?
I think we've cooked up another good one.
I don't think I've seen anything quite like it before.
When I saw it at BAFTA, I was just blown away. Absolutely blown away.
There's so many parts I can pick out in this movie, but I'm biased.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, brilliant.
Well, I was always a massive fan of the script. I knew it was a very strong piece.
I tell everyone I'm in an award-winning film now, so that's kind of cool.
The director put it down. He put it down. You know what I'm saying? He put it down. He weren't shy.
I can't stand what a lot of movies seem to do, which is be very, very preachy, or repeatedly try and get their point across as if I didn't actually spot it in the first 10 minutes of the film. I think you've actually got to embrace ambiguity and just embrace the fact that most audiences are intelligent enough to realise the difference between right and wrong, to see plenty of different messages throughout a movie. There's nothing more frustrating to me than just being told or manipulated into being made to think a certain way.
We have had a mixed bag of reviews. Some people have loved it and some people have not loved it, and I think that's just the nature of the film. I think a lot of reviewers seem to be offended by the violence and the swearing and all that sort of stuff in it, but keeping that stuff in is what, you know, makes it sort of vaguely real. I mean, in real life there's violence and people swear a lot.
This was an outrageously tough project. I can't believe that we actually have a finished film out of it. I'm so proud of so many people, our hard-working crew.
When I read that script, I thought, yeah, I've got to do it. I've got to be part of that, and that's what sold it for me. So the fact that, you know, I got a travel card out of doing it, and that probably, you know, did help. But there were a few days when I had to walk to work as well.
The great thing about making a film is you learn. It's a learning process from the beginning to the end. You never stop learning.
You know, you can disguise a lack of talent with money, but you can't make a film with no money and no talent.
So you really need 10 different ways to shoot a scene. You know, if I have a certain amount of money, I can do it with a...
Some of them boys full up of jealousy, 'cause none of them boys, them just can't trouble we. Bow down boys, 'cause we're coming through. Ain't a damn thing you can do, yeah.
AKA don't play Mayday for all the fake AK spray. I say you pray, I stay bait some fake with a great phrase. Bit of verse at the floor, earth crap to the core. I'm the worst verses, reversing the law. Here's a hearse and it's yours, lay down, you're not ready. Harmless, kinda like an armless military. You wanna bring it to us? Nah, don't do it. Come round, hyping up, nah, don't do it. Homeboy, you're pushing your luck, nah, don't do it. Pressure up pipes or box, nah, don't do it. You don't wanna bring it to us? Nah, don't do it. Come round, hyping up, nah, don't do it. Homeboy, you're pushing your luck, nah, don't do it. Pressure up pipes or box, nah, don't do it.
Come on, nigga, they don't wanna get up on the rhythm, man. This is for my niggas, man. You ain't fucking figures, man. Ain't pulling triggers, man. Listen to my jigger, man. Having on a stinger, man. Come and be the bigger man. Everybody know you're a damn fool. That conductor's the only man supplying your tools. Talk like a serve up class, saying big ways. Only for the ever seen. So I wanted in the play, please. But you ain't no fucking OG. Quick to left the seas when
are, but yes, my flows are so sharp, lyrical version of Mozart. So sharp that my thoughts cut my mind. I'm signed with this mind, cause it's a sign of the times. Nobody's lines even close to that yet. Clicks get erased, no trace like the Aztecs. You wanna bring it to us? Nah, don't do it. Come round hyping up? Nah, don't do it. Get it pushing it up? Nah, don't do it. Pressure up, pipes a bust? Don't do it. You don't wanna bring it to us? Nah, don't do it. Come round hyping up? Nah, don't do it. Homeboy, you're pushing your luck? Nah, don't do it. Pressure up, pipes a bust? Nah, don't do it. I keep my flow tight like my jeans. I blend them mountain like ice cream. Keep on them in your mouth, but the bucket and a nine. I'm a sound white with my mic and my mind just when niggas thought it was cushy. Exposed they flow weak like Bush Reed. Rock anywhere, anywhere, any day. Make a nigga sweat like this was so play. The hardest artist, flow laced in arsenic, bastard. Eat up your food, try fasting. Hit my rivals with the force of a tidal. I rule, got more lines than the Bible. Recitals are scarring like tribal markings. It's the biggest thing since the Red Sea parting. Spartans from the heart like Bob Marley. Army, you army, you want army. You don't wanna bring it to us? Nah, don't do it. Come round hyping up? Nah, don't do it. Get it pushing it up? Nah, don't do it. Pressure up, pipes a bust? Don't do it. You don't wanna bring it to us? Nah, don't do it. Come round hyping up? Nah, don't do it. Homeboy, you're pushing your luck? Nah, don't do it. Pressure up, pipes a bust? Nah, don't do it.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. I said don't do that, you know, for real. Listen, said don't do that.
Skills like JJ, Bray, Chat, Ray, I slay just like Sugar Ray in his heyday. And it's UKK, no Lele, never fade way till they give us back all the slave pay.
Stone cold, no bro, you don't wanna go, yo. Misty the queen of the track like Flojo, strong like a Volvo. Your shit so come Toto. Have you run into the popo?
Mix Mojo, wanna go with a flow pro, no joke. Tryna stack P like the GoPro, showboat.